Good evening. We're sitting here at the gate in Atlanta, gate C1, Charlie 1. This is a flight from Atlanta to Boston, and it's going to take us about 2 hours and 25 minutes to get from here to Boston. We'll cover 845 nautical miles along the way, and it's going to take us just over 2 hours. We have 77 passengers on board. 7,902 pounds of cargo. So we'll take 4,753 pounds in the forward compartment and 5,844 in the aft compartment. We'll talk a little bit about the weather later, but it's clear here in Atlanta, and we'll go ahead and get started with the airplane startup and flight deck prep. Gear down 3 green. Overheat and fire detection. Let's go ahead and connect ground services, ground power. Alright, and we have 115 volts. Ground power is on. Start the alignment. Emergency exit lights are on. The Iraq database is up to date, and we're in Atlanta. K8EL. Alright, flaps are up, fuel switches are on cutoff, parking brake is on, and speed brake is down. Wheel well, overheat, fire detection is normal. Just waiting for the GPS to catch up. And we'll put the Copilot CDU on legs. Alright, here we go. And the alignment process had started. Let's go ahead and do, I'm not going to do the exterior lights test right now, just for the sake of time. But we'll go through the flight deck prep now. Leading edge devices are normal, reversers are off, AECs are on. Crew oxygen, 1,600 pounds, 3 green on the landing gear. Passenger oxygen is capped, no lights. Flight recorder is normal, and overspeed clackers are on. We'll come back to the stall warning. No PSEU lights on at this point. I just connected to VATSIM network. Atlanta Tower is online, and we'll go ahead and get clearance cruise soon here. Lights test. Looks good. And waterfall down the overhead panel. Navigation transfer switches, displays are normal. Fuel pumps are off, and Electric diagnostics. Go ahead and check that. No faults detected in the electric system. Windows overheat is on. Hydraulics A is off, B is on. Voice recorder is normal. We'll reset that. Pressurization is normal. Cabin temperatures right now are normal. And bleeds and packs are set correctly for now. Cruise altitude is 39,000 feet today. Landing altitude in Boston. It's going to be just pulling up a chart in Boston. Looks like sea level. Alright, that's good. We'll be starting on the right starter today. And this is good to go. Let's grab the clearance. So Atlantic ground is 121.9er. And grab the ATIS first. 125.55.
Atlanta Airport information Golf.
Visual. 1320 at 17 gust 31. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 5,000. Temperature 10. Dew point -3. Altimeter 299.5. Simultaneous approaches are in progress. Visual approach runway 26 right. Visual approach runway 27 left. Visual approach runway 28. Simultaneous departures. Departing runways 26 left, 27 right. Ground control will assign runway with taxi instructions. Expect turn nav off the ground runway 26 left, 27 right notices to airmen. Continuous descent arrivals check local notices to airmen for expected runway. New arrivals expect 27 left. Code arrivals expect 26 right. Bird activity in vicinity of airport. Land and hold short operations in effect. Attention all aircraft. Has weather information. Atlanta area available for hazardous and flight weather advisory service, or flight service stations. Operate transponder with no key on the ramps, taxiways, and runways. Pollute your call sign in a reflex. Upon receipt of your ATC clearance, reflect only your squad code. Advise on initial contact. You have information Oscar. Atlanta Airport Areas Information Oscar. 22520. 1320 at 17 gust 31. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 5,000. Temperature 10. Dew point -3. Altimeter 299.5. Simultaneous approaches are in progress. Visual approach runway 26 right.
Alright, so it was a little bit hard to understand it, but we have information Oscar, departure runways 26 left, winds from 320 at 17 gusting 21, visibility 10, few clouds at 5,000, temperature 10, dew point -3, altimeter 299.5, and that's Oscar. Alright, so let's go ahead and get clearance. call the ground 121.9er. Good evening, Atlanta ground, Southwest 5238.
Southwest 5238, Atlanta ground, go ahead.
Yes, ground, good evening, Southwest 5238. We have a flight plan on file to Boston, and we have Oscar.
Southwest 5238, Atlanta ground, you're to Boston Logan International Airport by the Plumber 2 departure, spline spoke transition, then south. Climb via the SID, departure frequency 127.9er, squawk 7233.
Roger that. Clear to Boston, frequency 127.9er, and squawk 7232 for Southwest 5238.
Southwest 5238, read back, expect runway 27 right for departure, call for taxi. South side of the ramp.
Expect 27 right for departure, Southwest 5238, thanks.
Ground United 18.
Alright, so
Now
27 right.
1949 Oakland, Atlanta, taxi, Mike to the ramp.
Taxi to the ramp via Mike United 1949.
Atlanta ground is Delta 222, request for clearance to Dulles.
Delta 222, Atlanta ground, you're cleared to Washington, Dallas, Flatty, Jack 2 departure, Calvin transit, Venice south. Climb via the SID, departure frequency 127.9er, squawk 7227.
Alright, so 27.
Clear to Dulles via the Jack 2 departure, call and transition as filed. Climb via the SID, expect 33010 minutes departure. Departures on 127.9, squawk 7227.
Delta 222, read back correct, expect runway 27 right for departure, call for taxi at the south side of the ramp.
Well, call for taxi, Delta 222.
Southwest 331 looking for IFR clearance to Charlotte as well.
Southwest 831, actually you're going to get radar vectors to Athens, direct Greenwood, so that'll be Alpha Hotel November, direct Golf Romeo Delta. Advise if you're able to accept.
Yeah, I can do just to Alpha Hotel November Golf Romeo Delta. Southwest 831.
Southwest 831, clear to Charlotte via radar vectors, Athens VOR, direct Greenwood, direct Charlotte, maintain 10,000, expect flight will, actually disregard. Southwest 831, can you accept flight level 2370 is going to be too high for your route.
672 is fine, Southwest 831.
South 31, roger, clear to Charlotte Douglas via the radar vectors to Athens, direct Greenwood, direct Charlotte, maintain 10,000, expect flight level 27010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 127.9er, squawk 7253.
Alright, so we're doing a plumber.
Southwest 831 cleared to Charlotte via the radar vectors to Alpha Hotel November and then Golf Romeo Delta, then to Charlotte. Climb maintain 10,000, expect 27010 minutes after departure, squawk 7253.
Southwest 831, read back correct, expect runway 27 right for departure, call for taxi.
Expect 270 right for departure, call for taxi, Southwest 31.
Delta 2062. Delta 8922, heavy contact tower 109.1.
My passes.
Ground over 227, very taxi, and information officer.
Delta 227, ground on a 27 right, taxi via Lima, Juliet, and Mike.
Lima, Juliet, Mike, for 2 right, Delta 227.
Delta 8922, heavy contact ground 11, contact tower 19.12.
Landing ground, Delta 2052.
Delta 2052, landing ground.
We're ready to taxi.
Delta 2052, runway 27 right, taxi via Lima, Juliet, and Mike. Aiken Squawk, no Charlie.
Juliet and Mike to 27 right, and we will walk Charlie. Delta 2052. Ground United 1949, we're at the gate now.
Alright, 1949, roger, thanks for flying to the
Run ground, American 2255, we are taxiing to land via Mike, there are specific time where you'd like to go to.
American 2255, landing ground, that's fine, Mike, to the ramp of your choice. Don't have a particular terminal for you, unless you'd like to get assigned one.
Not a problem, we're gonna do a quick job, so we're just gonna pull in somewhere and head back to Charlotte.
Alright, that sounds good.
Atlantic ground, November 9039 Lima, ready for IFR Charlotte.
So Beechcraft calling, 9039 Lima, I was coordinating, sorry.
Affirmative, Atlantic ground, November 9039 Lima, ready for IFR Charlotte.
Beechcraft 9039 Lima, clear to Charlotte by the Atlanta 9 departure, better vectors east 2, then is fouled. Find the other 6, departure frequency 12749, squawk 7276.
Okay, clear to the Charlotte Airport via the Atlanta 9 departure. Low filed. Find via the SID. The departure on 127.9 and squawk 7276. 9039.
And that's Atlanta Lima, read that correct, expect runway 27 right for departure, call for taxi.
Okay, expect 27 right, we'll call 039.
Delta 227, contact 109.12.
91, Delta 227, good night.
What's up?
Delta 2052, squawk C.
Oh, sorry about that. You can have it now. For 2052.
I got it, thanks.
No problem.
Land ground, United Nations 123, ready to taxi to runway 27 right.
United Nations 123. I will be 27 left via Romeo.
Runway 27 left taxi via Romeo, United Nations 123, with information Oscar. And then the ground, Delta 222, ready to taxi runway 27 right.
Delta 222, runway 27 right, taxi via Lima, Juliet, and Mike.
Repeat that again for Delta 222.
Delta 222, runway 27 right, taxi via Lima, Juliet, and Mike.
Lima, Juliet, Delta 222. Runway to ground, Delta 221 ready, taxi 27 right.
Delta 221, comes squawk 7207.
Oh, we're 717. Copy. We just put 72707.
Delta 220, and Mike. Delta 2450, Atlantic ground, taxi to the ramp via Mike.
To the ramp via Mike, Delta 2450.
Delta 221, runway 27 right, taxi via Lima, Juliet, and Mike.
Lima, Juliet, Mike, Delta 221.
Delta 222, contact tower 109 airport.
9.1, and have a great rest of your night, sir.
United Nations 123, contact tower 109 airport 1.
Contact Tower 119.1 United Nations 123. Have a good night.
You too.
Alright, so 132, 10,000, 1185 and 2905. 2905 cross check. .39 on trim.
Ground, Southwest 457, we're 400 north with Oscar for taxi.
Southwest 457, runway 26 left, taxi via Foxtrot and Echo.
Foxtrot, Echo, 26 left, Southwest 457.
TCAS test.
TCAS test pass. Flight slow. Pull up. Wind shear.
And Southwest 831 is ready for taxi.
Terrain. Pull up.
Southwest 831, runway 27 right, taxi via Mike.
Mike 27 right, Southwest 831.
Delta 221, contact tower 109.1.
109.1, Delta 221, have a good night, thanks for the ATC, love you.
Love you too.
Alright, fire warning tested.
Delta
Start
222, you
levers
can
are
contact
cut
tower
off.
109.1
Step trim, cutout
Boston.
switches are normal. Lights test is complete.
Love you,
Zero
tower,
fuel weight.
love you.
Love you too.
Alright, let me just cut them off here. Zero fuel weight is 107.1, and we have 107.1 on the paperwork, and one's set to 92.1 on N1 and N1, engines 1 and 2, takeoff derated to TO1. V speeds, V1 119, VR 125, and V2 132. And those are set. Stabilizer trim is set for 6.5. Minimum cleanup altitude is 1,500 feet. And flight deck door is an auto lights out. It's closed. Let's go ahead and close the doors. Aft cargo door is open. Alright, the doors are closed. We have 115 volts on the APU, and we can go ahead and disconnect ground power. Alright, before start check, oxygen masks and quantity are checked, EECs are on. Navigational transfer switches are normal, display switches auto normal. Fuel, we have 18,500 pounds on board. We have 1,240 pounds in the center tank, so center tanks will be on for the first portion of the flight. The center tank fuel boost pumps will be on. Passenger signs are on. Window heat is on. Hydraulic pumps, A's off and B's on. Pressurization is set. Flight instruments are set and cross-checked. Auto brake on RTO. Takeoff warning horn is checked. Parking brake is set, and aileron and rudder trim are 0 and neutral. Atlanta ground southwest 5238. We're ready to push back and start.
Southwest 5238 pushes at your discretion. You can call for taxi at the south side of the room.
Alright, we'll call for taxi 5238. Alright, so which way are we pushing? It's probably going to be short push. Yeah, go straight back. Let me see where this guy's going. Let's go with 75 feet back. Turn to the left. Let's see, 45 degrees.
And ground, cockpit.
So we're on American 121, we're short at active, going to Charlie 12.
Marked at your discretion.
American 121, running ground. Right by Foxtrot.
Push to American 121.
Okay.
Alright, we're off the blocks 18 for 35.
Landing ground, American 7 Heavy, request to radio check.
American 7, heavy Atlantic ground, hear you 5 by 5.
Thank you, sir.
I don't know where this guy is. Alright, number 2. I'm gonna need to stop this. Push this all the way into the grass. Alright, 56% and on 1. And 2 start cutout. And number 1. Alright, 25% on 2.
Beechcraft 90393, making contact tower with a 941, have a nice one.
Big on tower, there's your family man.
Start cutout 56%. And EGT rollback. Alright. That is good to go.
Landing ground, American 7 Heavy is ready to copy IFR to Charlotte.
American 7 heavy, your altitude is incorrect for direction of flight, and it's actually a little bit high. Would you like flight of level 290 or level 270?
We'll take 270. I just realized I forgot to change up.
American 7 heavy, roger, you're going to Charlotte Douglas International Airport. By the 42 departure, then it's found. Maintain 10,000, expect level 27010 minutes after departure. departure frequency 127.9, squawk 7235. Okay, clear to Charlotte Douglas, Indianapolis with field to departure. Limits filed, climb altitude 10,000, expect flight level 270 to next departure. And departure frequency is 127.9 and squawk 7235, American 7 Heavy. American 7 Heavy, read back correctly, expect runway 27 right for departure. We can call for taxi at the south side of the ramp. Okay, we'll advise you ready to taxi. American 7 Heavy.
Atlanta ground southwest 5238, ready to taxi runway 27 right.
Southwest 5238, the runway 27 right, taxi via Lima, Juliet, and Mike, and squawk no Charlie.
That's Roger, Lima, Juliet, Mike to 27 right and squawking mode Charlie for southwest 5238. Alright, before taxi check.
Atlanta ground, good evening. 1519 with your requesting IFR plane to St. Louis.
Upper 1619, Atlanta ground report to St. Louis. Line to pencil to departure, Jace, transition that is found. Line via the SIG, departure is on 127.9, squawk 7263.
Clear to St. Louis International Airport via pencil to departure, Jace, transition then and found. Climb via the SIG. Departure frequency 127.9, squawk 7263 for Delta 1519.
Delta 1619, read that correct. Runway 26 left for departure, call for taxi at the north side of the ramp.
We'll expect 26 left for departure and we'll call you when north of around Delta 1519.
So Lima, Juliet, Mike. That's Mike up there. Turn off the truck guy here for a sec. Lima, Juliet, Mike. Alright, so
Ground, good evening, Delta 2911 clearance, Houston.
Delta 2911, Atlanta ground here, clear to the Intercontinental Airport. Probably pounds 2 departures, D at transition that I found. Climb via the SID, departure frequency 127.9, squawk 7211.
7211 Delta 2911.
Delta 2911, squawk read back correct, expect runway 26 left for departure, call for taxi due north side of the ramp.
26 left to the north, 2911, thanks.
American 7 Heavy, we're ready for this taxi. American 220, American 7 Heavy, sorry. Runway 27 right, taxi via Lima, Juliet, and Mike.
They're doing simultaneous.
Okay, 27 right, Lima, Juliet, and Mike, right everybody.
Good evening. Delta 813, have you requesting clearance to Philadelphia?
Delta 13, I already cleared you in text, and that same clearance is still valid, so if you'd like to keep the text clearance valid, that's fine.
Yep, that works for me. Thanks. Delta 813.
I don't know if I missed Juliet already.
Delta 813, could you send that to us again?
It's Dixie.
Delta 813, just squawk 7235.
Roger, 7235, Delta 813.
Juliet right there.
On the ground, American 24 with Oscar, IFR 2 Charlotte.
American 224, Atlantic ground, you're cleared to Charlotte Douglas International Airport via the field to departure to south. Climb via the SID, departure frequency 127.9, squawk 63.
Walk 6311, American 24.
American 224, squawk read back correct, expect runway 27 right for departure, call for taxi at the south side of the ramp.
Then right, call from the south side, American 224.
Inbound, good evening, Delta 39 Heavy clearance, flight to, with information officer, where did you copy?
Last callers, again, call.
Delta 239er.
Delta 239er Heavy, Atlanta ground, you're cleared to Washington International Airport via the Jack 2 departure, calling transition, then is fouled. Climb via the SID, departure frequency 127.9er, squawk 7264.
Copy, Delta 239er, squawk 7264.
Delta 239 Heavy, squawk read back correct. Expect on the way for departure, call taxi at the south side of the ramp.
Just to the right, we'll give you a call on the south side, Delta 239 Heavy.
Running ground, good evening, Jack 554. We have Oscar on board looking to pick up my over high out mark.
Last call from standby. Southwest 5238, contact tower 109.12. American 7 Heavy, contact tower 109.1.
109.1 American 7 Heavy.
Southwest 5238, confirm you're going to tower.
Roger, over to tower for Southwest 5238.
Last call frequency. Atlanta ground Giant 554 with Oscar looking to pick up our IFR. Giant 554 heavy Atlanta ground. You're cleared to Toronto International Airport by the Smoky departure bob transition that is fouled. Climb via the SID departure frequency 127.9er. Squawk 7. 5238, are you on frequency?
Atlanta Towers, Southwest 5238 with you, holding short of runway 27 right.
Southwest 5238, Atlanta Tower 1320 gust 319 SF, all runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
27 right, clear for takeoff, Southwest 5238. I'm sorry, was there initial altitude assigned or no?
Yes sir, 10,000 feet.
Alright, 10,000 for Southwest 5238, thanks.
Just confirm one more time, the first event waypoint is football. November 303 Charlie, welcome to Atlanta, taxi to Ramp Alpha, monitor ground, point there.
The ramp, yeah, Alpha, monitor ground, 303 Charlie, have a good night.
Nice.
And Tower
Atlanta Tower, good evening. Southwest 1936 with NASCAR I-5 please.
Southwest airplane calling, contact ground, point niner, for clearance, 121.9er.
1.9, thank you, sir. 96.
Atlanta Towers, Southwest 5238, just confirming first waypoint is football.
Very good, thanks. You're cleared for takeoff from 27 right, 13217, gust 31.
Clear takeoff, 27 right, Southwest 5238, thanks.
Atlanta Tower, American 7 Heavy, we're falling short, runway 27 right at Mike, ready for takeoff after the Southwest. American 7 Heavy, Atlanta Tower, 27 right, last point. Line up and wait, runway 27 right, American 7. Radio check. 555. Roger, thanks, I have you this time.
Gear up. Flaps 1. On course.
American, Southwest 5238, contact Atlanta, flight 27.9.
And over to departure for Southwest 5238, thanks. Have a good evening.
Okay.
Flaps up. autopilot in command mode. 127.9er. Atlanta departure, good evening, Southwest 5238 with you, climbing 5,000 for 10,000.
Southwest 5238, Atlanta departure, good evening. I maintain 14,000 your radar, 16,000 your radar contact.
Out of 6,000 for 6,000 for Southwest 5238, thanks.
Alright, approach level 293, 200 Ozzy 1, with information after we're trying to exit down. 293, Atlanta approach, beginning continue descent, altimeter 2995, expecting visual 26 right, brake, Delta 2172, turn left heading 270, the field 15 miles, 12 o'clock, reporting time.
270, we got it in sight, that's running on some too.
2172, cleared visual approach runway 27 after 6 o'clock, 3 miles of traffic, land 26 right, call to tower 19-1, good night.
Number 19, we have traffic in sight, 2172. See ya.
American 8377, correction, American 687, we need your best rate through 4,000.
Yeah, we're getting our best rate right now. We're
77 flying 180, you can expect a visual at 27 left now. That's 77. Giant 782 Atlanta. Go ahead. Giant 782. Clear approach, you can expect a visual at 27 left, fly heading of 120.
Expecting, you said 27 left, fly heading 220, 782.
120, 27 left.
Heading 120 and check 782 heavy, 2 heavy.
And then I'll take 987. 7 the field, 12 o'clock, actually let's do this. You're heading 270, there's traffic, will be 12 o'clock, 7 miles. It's an American 737-800, report inside. Papa Romeo Delta 69, turn left heading 270. Left Delta 70, Papa Romeo Delta,
heavy.
American 7 heavy radar contact, climb maintain 16,000. Papa Romeo Delta, traffic, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 3,000, less than a mile, please turn heading 270.
Alright, we're looking at traffic, I'll continue that.
I'm out 6,000, American 7 heavy. Papa Romeo Delta, I'm after resequence, turn right heading 360, maintain 5,000.
Alright, we'll turn right to 6, we'll maintain 5,000, that's it.
Dimension 69, you can make a visual 27 right, 26 right now.
Alright, 26 right now, that's right.
American 83, 77. Who's that?
Delta 93, the traffic 1 o'clock, I'm gonna call into the airport.
Yeah, Delta 1093, follow that traffic, clear visual approach, runway, 26 right.
Follow traffic, clear visual approach, 26 right, Delta 1093.
American 83, 7. Turn right heading 300, you can expect a visual 27 left.
30027 left, 877.
Southwest 5238, contact the center 132.907, good night.
Over to center for Southwest 5238, thanks, and have a great evening.
American 687 traffic for 12 o'clock, 4 miles over 3,000 at 737, report in sight. American 687, all that traffic, clear visual approach runway 26 right, call the target 19 one night.
UPS, make it your position.
Kilo South, waypoint, Yankee, November, Golf, uniform, November.
Alright, Delta 1160, maintain 3000.
Alright, we're at 130,000 now, 1160.
Delta 1160, contact approach 27-9er.
27,900, 160.
Atlanta Center, good evening. Southwest 5238 with you, 16,000.
Ground Center, good evening, Air Transat 729, that's you flight level 350.
Last aircraft calling again?
Yeah, good evening, it's Transat 729, we're with you flight level 350.
Requesting to descend to flight level 200 for descent international.
Center,
Delta 3786, descend via the Swift 2. Delta 3782, descend via the Swift 2 arrival.
Atlanta Center, Center Southwest 5238 with you, 16,000.
Delta 5238, climb maintain flight level 390.
Alright, 390 for Southwest 5238, thanks.
Delta 2085 with you, follow 290.
Delta, contact Carolina Courage 126.15.
Center Transat 729, we're with flight level 350.
Atlanta Center, Delta 222, going to step away for about 20 minutes. Transit 729, squawk 2024, aircraft, we're about to step away, yeah, we're going to be able to do that right now.
Delta 2597, 729 block. Air Transat 729, block 26224.
729 radar contact 350, 21 miles northeast of the Dublin VOR, welcome aboard.
Air Transat 729, thanks.
Roughly 259 or 1750 foot, please.
Atlanta, you doing also Peachtree? Lear 2171 hotel, contact approach 27-9er.
Atlanta Center, 1996, copy.
Delta 696, aircraft calling for descent, right?
This is 1076 for descent instructions.
Oh, 1076, sorry, you must have misunderstood me earlier. Turn 180, descend to maintain 16,000.
Right, 180 down, 16,1076.
Southwest aircraft out calling up CR on my scope, go ahead.
I thought the 2296, 14,000.
I see a 2396.
but I don't see a 2296.
2296,
So is it 2296 or is it 2396?
I thought it was 2396. That was 2396.
Alright, Southwest 26 Atlanta Center, climb maintain flight level 200, that's going to be your final.
I'll come in 200, 2296.
Atlanta Center goes 25, about 20 about from our top of the descent. Can we proceed with that, or would you have specific instructions for us? Who was those calling? That was Delta 2085. Delta 2085, stay position, I'm missing your tag. You said you're missing my tag, that's not what it's Delta 25. Yeah, that was position. Locked. Can you repeat that? I'm sorry, someone else was some background noise on the channel, please. 25.
Atlanta Center, American 7 Heavy, we're at altitude 16,000.
American 7 Heavy, rubber brake, Blue Streak 532, descend and maintain, descend via the Aussie 1, landing west.
Descend the Aussie 1, Blue Streak 532.
And then it sounds like 25, give it descent instructions for us, because I called in earlier on the text box, I'm not sure if you got that message.
Atlanta Center, good afternoon, American Flight 255 on 16 for 14,000.
And Delta 2095, is that who's calling for descent?
That's Delta 2085.
Delta 2085, Delta 2085, there you are, squawk 2016, you're squawking 12200, I can't see you.
You said that's squawk 1206, that's how Delta 25?
2016.
For the squawk, that's 2085, thank you.
Delta 227, contact DC Center 13397, or 13372.
Please 22, then please 27, good night.
And, Center 18 16,000.
FN 20, Central 25, rotate with our VNAV profile, and down into Atlanta.
Delta 2085, send me the ongoing one landing west, current altimeter 2998.
2998, if you could just shoot that last, that would be great, thank you. Please write that down.
2085, send me the arrival.
Send via the arrival, Center 2998 of 2085, thank you.
Hello, good evening, Global 9253 Victor, level at 14,000, we're on 180 heading, giving service departure, direct to Mansion.
9253 Victor, turn right heading 270, climb and maintain flight level 240.
Right to 270, climb maintain, flight level 240 for Global 53 Victor.
Blocked.
Alright, you guys, one is not.
Center, Southwest 831. 0%.
Southwest 831, I had already gave it to you. It's going to maintain 16,000. Keep your ears open.
6,000, Southwest 831.
That's American 22.
We've approached.
No idea who called first. Both of you guys call again.
That's 2266, so we approach.
26 approach, 27.9.
That's 09, American 2266.
Airline Center, American 400, 350.
400, 2062 identity.
2062 will identify American 400.
Hello, good day, Delta 2911, 167, just pound.
2911, 340, zoom on now.
311, 2911.
And Center, do you want Global 53 Victor to maintain a 270 heading or to resume on that?
53 Victor, making heading for now. American 2255, you want?
2255 is below 14,000.
2255, I'm maintain flight level 200, that's going to be your final result of navigation.
200 for final, American 2255.
Global 2953 Victor, resume on nav.
Alright, all navigation for Global 53 Victor.
Atlanta Center getting again at 224, 13.8 for 160,000.
American 234, Atlanta Center, climb maintain flight level 230, that's going to be your final.
230 for the final, American 220.
Minus 90 seconds, 478, 13,000.
American 478, climb maintain flight level 220, that's going to be your final.
220, and that'll be our final. We're still on a 260 heading for 478. Can we get, Adric Bob?
178, resume navigation.
Roger on the navigation. 478, thanks.
That's 27, requesting for Mr. Troy to my approach.
Blue Creek 532, contact approach 2700.
27 from Blue Street 532, so long.
76, turtle, contact approach 700.
090, and what was the best for 1076?
1076, approach 279er.
First 20.
Actually, 1076, make that 070, pull up frequency.
Washington Center is online, but Boston's not.
I thought that's 29. Is it okay if I step away for a second?
786, leave my space in the left, message is off, air service is permitted, frequency engineer on.
Southwest 1996, well, I'm going to use the arrival at Atlanta tonight.
3400 descend via the slope 2, landing north. Charlotte is good at right.
Copy that. 1307, 340.
1307, roger.
Copy that. Will be the flip 3 arrival, Charlotte landing north. 400.
Atlantic, good evening, 1970, flight level 140, direct LV.
American 1750, climb maintain flight level 330, welcome aboard.
Maintain 330, thank you very much, 1750.
American 465, 14,000.
Cruise altitude. System check.
Air Canada 465, climb maintain flight level 240, that's going to be your final.
240 final, Air Canada 465.
Southwest 831, should I continue my descent?
Delta approach on 2615.
2615, Southwest 831.
That's about 25, can we contact approach?
We just called.
Delta 2085, requesting up to change to line approach.
Delta 20. 180, and actually turn left heading 180. Maintain 12000.
Right. That's only 180 at it. What was that last part? That's 20 first?
180, maintain 12000.
180, maintain 13000, that's 21st. To 12,000.
Delta 2085, contact approach 27-9er.
27 approach, that's 25, have a great night, sir.
Delta 302, flight level 360, good evening.
Aircraft call 0, say again, say call sign, hold me.
Delta 3...
Delta 302, squawk 2056, ident.
2056 ident, Delta 302.
Delta 221, contact DQ, that's 3272.
3272, have a good night, Houston ATC.
Airline Center, Roger, we're leaving 350 to the bottom.
Southwest 2396, Lieutenant Wing 1, landing west, altimeter 2908.
What's that?
One kind of good evening, Giant 5 4, this is 1%.
9554, I'm going to take file 390, welcome.
390.
Global 9253 Victor, descend the Aussie 1 heading west, altimeter 299 delete speed restrictions, give me best forward during the descent.
Roger, we'll descend via the Aussie 1, copy the altimeter, and we will give you the best forward speed.
That's when we
Locked.
That's 2136, just at or below, yes, at or below 1 2000.
Let's see if we can get the points in there.
Delta 302, radar contact 30. Aircraft calling for descent, can I get the call sign again?
Southwest 2396, asking for permission to descend, to Ergo, with the at or below 1 2000.
I'm aware of what the restriction is, Southwest 2396, descend via the arrival.
And it could be a rather, Southwest 2396. And while on our UPS 94, customers should be the arrival.
UPS 94, contact approach 279er.
Atlanta Center, Piper 010, good November. Just want to make sure we didn't miss the radio call for the frequency change. I know a lot of people have been walking on you.
0 Tango November, nope, I'll let you know. It should be about 5 minutes. Break, UPS 94 heavy, contact approach, 12749er.
12749, UPS 94. Yeah. I am sure American 7 Heavy only deployed for about 2 minutes.
American 7 Heavy, alright, roger.
Good evening,
American 1750.
Okay, P10.
Southwest 7, American 1750, contact DC Center now, 13372.
Easy Center 13372 for 1750. Thank you very much, sir, everyone.
Hello, 4479 now with you at 14,218 knots.
American 4479, climb maintain flight level 210.
Climb maintain flight level 210, American 4479.
4479. 4479, third direct Roanoke Airport.
Third direct Roanoke Airport, American 4479. Center, American 2255 request to send. And Atlanta Center be advised that American 7 Heavy we're back in the controls.
Aircraft calling for descent again.
American 2255 request descent.
2255, I thought I already gave it to you. Descend via the Aussie 1 arrival, heading west, altimeter 200 feet.
Do the Aussie landing west, American 2255.
Center American 1 request cleared en route.
Center, we are 69872, level 14,000.
Aircraft requesting on course. Any call sign?
Sorry, American 2721, just request a switch over Unicom. Looks like we're leaving airspace.
Yeah, 2721, you are actually on my to-do list right now. Change approved. See ya. See ya. 350 Tango, November, Concord, 126.
Oh, what are they today?
2615.
Over approach 2615, we appreciate all the hard work today, 350 Tango November, thanks.
Atlanta Center Southwest 215, flight level 340, good evening.
Atlanta Center American 925, level 4000.
Alright, the Southwest Collins, making that call again.
Yes, sir. Southwest 215. Good evening. Flight level 340.
Southwest 215, good evening.
Atlanta Center American 7 Heavy. We're requesting our descent for the Jonesy tour arrival.
American 7 Charlotte's going to give it to you. Contact approach 2615.
Okay. Over to 13615. American 7 Heavy.
Midtown 1406, descend via the Oswald West, current altimeter, 2708.
Atlanta Center Southwest 5658, flight level 410.
Good evening, Atlanta Center American Matter 25, level 147.
And Center Global 925, Victor, we're going to have to disconnect at this time since we're operation.
9253, Victor, roger.
Center, start down.
455, Aussie 1 landing west, altimeter 2998.
Check west, you got an altitude.
Descend via. Let's go with that.
Okay, check, thanks.
American 478 in Atlanta Center. Hey, go ahead. American 478, descend via the Aussie 1 best forward speed, delete speed restriction.
Down by the Aussie 1 will delete the speed restriction best forward, American 478.
Atlanta Center American 209er with you, flight level 350, about 20 from Hotel Charlie Hotel.
American 209, Fox 2053, ident.
2053 and identity.
Atlanta, good evening, American 777, just northwest of Crossville, flight level 350.
Take contact approach 279er.
Southwest 2390 response, contact Atlanta approach. Contacting on interesting for that.
56, leave airspace, emphasis is off, see you later.
Thank you for your service and opinion support. Have a good night.
Six northwest to Crossville, flight level 350.
last aircraft calling today again?
In 777. Just 777, we're northwest of Crossville.
American 777, squawk 2011.
2011, American 777.
Atlanta Center, are you copying American 925 on voice?
American 925, we got you. I maintain flight level 240.
240, 925.
Enemy conflict in the Pacific.
Alright, 7 miles from Ashy.
In Atlanta Center, good evening. This is Boliviano 2201 and Lima Alpha Bravo 2201 with you at level 320.
American 264, descend view the arrival, landing north, altimeter 2986.
2986 can be the arrival lane north here.
Airline Center, American 400.
American 400, go ahead.
Yeah, you want us to go over to approach it?
Yeah, yeah, bye. 400, contact approach 2615.
2615, thanks for your help, American 400.
Hello, sir. This is Boliviano 2201 and Lima Alpha Bravo 2201, flight level 320.
Aircraft calling 324, go ahead, say again.
This is Boliviano 2201 and Lima Alpha Bravo 220.
Delta 211, leave my airspace, keep messages off, radar service terminated.
Confirm for 2911. Confirm last was on Wolfsburg Capital 2911.
2911, roger. Break. Southwest 5283, contact center 2442, break, American 4479, contact center 4442, break, Southwest 215, contact center 2442, break, transit 729, contact center 4442, break, 1307, contact Atlanta Center 2442.
Center, American 1861 16,000.
Atlanta 255, should view the approach. 255, contact approach 279er. 1279, American 255.
Center, American 1861 16,000.
1861, contact center 2442, he'll be able to help you.
2442, American 1861.
Atlanta Center, American 4479, going to 2442, thanks for help.
Atlanta Center, American 202, FD, is by level 300, Chelsea 3. American 202, contact center 2442, got sent over to the wrong group. Alright, 2442, channel 202 heavy. American 438, contact approach 279.
47.9, American 478, connect.
Air Canada 465, contact approach 279er, yeah.
27-9, thanks, good day. This is Boliviano 2201, Alpha Bravo 2201, waiting for instructions.
Bolivia 2201, radar contact, descend via the winds of, descend across winds at 10,000, current Atlanta altimeter 2998.
Roger, descend to cross winds at 10,000, Boliviano 2201.
Giant 554, you with me?
Atlanta Center, American 209 is about 20 from top of the steps on the Eclipse 3.
Who's on the flip 3?
American 9er, about 20 from...
Maritime, descend via the flip 3, landing north, altimeter 2986.
86, landing north, send via Eclipse 3, 209, thanks, sir.
Go 9, contact center 24.42, let them know you're descending.
2442 for 209, I'll let them know. You sir, have a great night.
Next, contact Atlanta Center 124.42.
2442 over to center. American 777.
American 925, same October.
About 0.69, American 925.
Atlanta Center, American. Well, I just got a contact from the other center previously. Can I go to them or over to Charlotte first?
224, go ahead and switch to approach.
24, see ya.
American 925, any way you can bump that up?
Yep, 925, what do you need?
925, give me the red line through to descent.
Okay, Roger, we're about 20 miles from the top of descent. We'll pick it up.
Alright, 925, send via the Aussie 1, delete the speed restrictions, best forward.
Okay, we'll format that as quick as we can. Descend via the arrival, 95 minutes.
The Atlanta Center is southwest 5238. I'm still with you about 30 miles north of Greensboro. Rather. Do you want me to stay with you or head on over to DC?
Aircraft calling for green, so check with the Atlanta Center on 124.42. He has that sector now.
Verify squawk 3541.
I'm sorry, that was broken. Say again.
Verify squawk 3541.
Squawk 3541. November 258 Decibel.
Washington Center, good evening. Southwest 5238 with you, flight level 390, and we're about 49 miles north of Greensboro.
Southwest 5238, Washington Center, roger. Clearing 1750, contact Washington Center 125.45.
Washington 12545, American 1750. Did that start the
So Boston weather. Uh, 070, 15 knots. Few clouds at 2,600. Scattered at 5,000. Broken 14,000. Temperature at 32.1. Altimeter 2994.
Southwest 53, correction, Southwest 5238, contact Washington Center 125.45.
And Roger, Washington Center 125.45 for Southwest 5238, thanks.
American 1750, descend and maintain 4,000.
Maintain 4,000, 1750.
Good evening. Washington Center, Southwest 5238 with you, flight level 390. We're about 30 miles west of Richmond.
Southwest 5238, Washington Center, 15, sir, welcome aboard.
And Center Delta 82 is ready for departure.
Last air calling signal, sign again.
Delta 818 ready for departure.
Delta 818, wind 340 at 18, runway 16, takeoff.
One clear for takeoff, Delta 818.
Delta 221, clear to right Mosby, Mosby at or above 3,000, clear ILS runway 1 right approach.
Clear Mosby, 2000 or above, cleared ILS 10, right approach, Delta 221.
Delta 818, radar contact, climb maintain level 380.
Contact level 380, Delta 818.
Yeah, it's 767. Correction, fly heading 180, vectors per file.
Heading 180, vectors 599, 767.
Okay, Delta 221, looks like you missed most, sir. Clear like Waxton, cross Waxton, I heard about 1,900, clear ILS runway 1 right approach.
So that, clear deck Waxton at 1,900 or above, clear ILS 10 right, Delta 221.
And Delta 221, I tested tower 120.1 today.
120.1, Delta 221, thanks for the ATC, and we'll see you later.
Take care. United 767, turn left, heading 100. Left heading 100, United 767. 1412, wind 340 at 18, runway 1, clear to land. Clear for takeoff, excuse me. American 1750, turn left heading 360, just gonna maintain 2000. Left heading 360, just gonna maintain 2000, 1750. American 1412 is going to hold short of the runway for about 2 minutes, if that's okay.
So we're on roadbook 3, arrival with JFK transition. Just south of Washington now. settings are almost exactly the same as they were before, except for fuel, of course. Alright, so we just crossed Maxi with 10.8 thousand pounds of fuel. Minus 700 pounds of fuel from the flight plan, not too bad. And the time now it's 1:09. 1 hour 9 minutes into the flight. On course for Woodstown VOR 112.8. And out of Woodstown will be on 059 radial. Washington Center is offline now. Boston Center is offline, so we're going to be shooting for runway 4 right. The wind's from 070 at 15 knots. Altimeter 29904. We're taking 4 right. folks. We're just coming up on the Woodstown VOR. We'll do fuel burn check. At 6 miles. Into the flight. Rather, and 9.9 thousand pounds of fuel on board. And we're 600 pounds in the deficit, which is fine. Doing 0.78 Mach, cruising at 39,000 feet. Ground speed is 500 knots. True airspeed is 451. Tailwind from 251 at 49 knots. The next waypoint is Davis. We passed 10 miles out of Woodstown, so we're just north of that now, and up to Robbinsville on 113.8. So let's get Robbinsville online here. Out of Robbinsville, we're going to be on radio 052. So after Robbinsville, we have another waypoint, Lauren. looking at JFK, which is the start of the Robot 3 arrival into Boston. So that's coming up here in about 7 minutes, 8 minutes. Top of descent, a few miles before Boston, or before JFK. JFK is going to be on 115.9. Go ahead and prepare for the arrival. Go through the airbag check. ATIS, we already have the weather. Winds are 07015. Altimeter 2994. Landing runway 4 right. So we'll do the install. Full right, ILS S1 10.3 and 035. The landing flaps 30 for this one. 110.3 and 035. Landing gross weight is going to be 116.8 estimated pounds. I'm going to pull up the approach chart for ILS 4 right. We have that dial here. ILS runway 4 right, Logan, Boston, Bravo Oscar Sierra, approach course 035. Minimums 218. That all the way down. Flaps at 30. And the approach speed is 127. 27. Miles away from the top of the descent. Altitude restriction, waiting for the retard command on FMC speed. There we go. We are going down. JFK, 9.1 thousand miles of fuel, or 9,000 pounds of fuel. And 1 hour 33 minutes into the flight. 6,000 feet. Settings are set. VRAF and target are selected. Packs are in auto. Start switches are continuous. Recall is clear. checklist. Speed brakes are armed. Landing gear is down 3 green. Flaps